How's it going? So welcome, podFlow3, starting up here in just a little bit. If you have it available to you, I'd grab a brick or a couple of blocks. I like these little smaller blocks, but if you have normal size blocks, that's fine as well. Actually, these are a little bit too small. We'll start in our supported fish posture. And so if that's you need to use like a blanket, a folded up blanket, that's also a good solution. Usually when I start that way, I use my little yoga wheel, which are always kind of fun. But we'll start in that supported fish posture for just a little bit. So you can bring either your wheel or your bricks and bring them right underneath your scapula, right in between your shoulder blades, so that you can let your body hang open a little bit and allow your head to rest back. If you need to support your head a little bit, that's fine as well. But we'll just use this to kind of set the tone, to start to open up the front of the waist, the front of the abdomen, the chest, the heart, roll the shoulders back, and start to find just a little bit of space in the body. And then obviously, of course, and always starting with the breath. Ultimately, we always want to start with the breath. The YogaPod, we always start with the breath. That's the most important aspect of the practice. It's almost the prime mover of the practice, but also, in many ways, it's the great benefit of the practice is that it allows us to breathe. It allows us to become more conscious about our breathing, to pay deeper attention to those kinds of processes within the body. And if you'd like to, from there, reaching the arms up above your head and just let your arms draw back as well. Go ahead and come up off the blocks and slowly lay down on your spine for a moment. And deepening the breath. Use your heels, press your heels into the floor here so that you can create a little traction and pull with your heels. Activate the back of the legs. And press your navel down towards the floor. Reach your arms up above your head. And then draw the knees into the chest and slowly come up to seated. And closing your eyes for a moment. And so the little bit of a back bend helps open up the nervous system, starts to kind of create an energetic connection to the practice. And here we want to bring a little bit of mindfulness into it. So again, breathing, pay attention to the sound of the breath. See if you can make your inhale and your exhale sound very similar, same in duration, length, and sound. Maybe a minute or two more. start center. And from here, let's go ahead and start with 3 ohms. If you'd like to join me, please do. Otherwise, maybe oming just to yourself. Deep breath, inhale. Go ahead and open your eyes if they're closed. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and just find our seated posture right here. So Dandasana, walk your tuchus back a little bit. Tuchus is code for butt or buttocks, right? And then from here, reach your arms out in front of you. We're going to just start here by taking some side twists. We're going to really endeavor not to use our hands. We're going to try to make sure that we're just simply using our core engagement as much as possible. So take your right arm up and open up to the side. As you reach back, reach forward and twist. If you rotate back up onto one hip, see if you can switch that out. Press both hips down, lift up out of the waist. Press through your legs, spread your toes out a little bit so everything is strong. Feel the twist. After you've gotten in a little bit, see if you can take it a little bit deeper. Drop the right arm, inhale. Arms come up in front, drop the left arm, and find the same twist on this side. Thinking in terms of really heating up the muscles, or heating up the body using muscular energy. Charge the legs. Left rib cage pulls around, right rib cage hugs around. So nice and straight, lifting through the spine, all the way up through the roof of the mouth. And then inhale, bring it forward. As you exhale, without touching your feet, reaching forward. Roll the shoulders back, reach way out beyond your feet. Then inhale, come up, open up to the right. 2. About 5 breaths in each of these forms. 3, 4, and 5. Arms up, inhale, left arm back, reaching. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Paschimottanasana. Knees can be bent, reaching out in front. So cultivating that ability to extend out over the legs, not worrying so much about hamstring flexibility, but instead thinking in terms of using core engagement. 4 and 5. Inhale, come up, and then pull your right knee in towards your chest, let the foot open without touching your front foot, reaching out in front. So you might be here, you might bend the knee a little bit, but activate through the core. Right knee will press down towards the floor a little bit, but we're not trying to do anything spectacular here except for start to engage our breathing and start to heat up the body with muscular energy. 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up, and exhale, switch out your legs. Left knee in, open it up to the side, and then reaching. Notice how the one side might be different than the other. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up, and exhale. Go ahead and release, shake it out a little bit. Pull your right knee up into your chest here. Working muscular energy towards flexibility. Reach underneath, and then hug the right knee up towards your armpit. Left leg stays pretty straight. Lift your leg up to the sky. Push through your toes. We'll do that 5 times. Try not to use anything except quadricep and leg muscles to lift it up. And then at the top, hold. Left arm forward, and then without dropping the leg down, keep it up. Push forward. 1, 2, lift the chin, 3, 4, and then 5, release the right. Bring your left knee in. Again, hug it in. Lift the left leg 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Hug and hold. Lift the gaze. Arms out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Releasing. Walk the hips back. And then from here, we'll go ahead and take the right heel in again. Reach forward. Inhale. And then twist open. It's easy to rock over to one side. Push the knee down and reach. Try to almost feel like you're trying to grab the side of the foot, but don't. 2, 3. Feel the hip press down. 4, and then 5. Arms come up. Exhale, open the opposite direction. Again, the right knee wants to pop up or it might want to come down. Sits bones push down. Press into the floor and twist. 3, 4, and then 5. Arms up and releasing out your legs. Left foot comes in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open up to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, exhale, open up to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale and exhale. Go across your ankles. Bring your hands down to the floor, and we'll do some cat-cow breathing. So first, fingertips point towards the front of the mat. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, pull the belly button back up and in. Inhale, push the heart forward, pulling a little bit with your hands. Exhale, pull back up and in. Inhale, roll the collarbones back, lift the heart. Exhale, pull back up and in. Inhale, express the heart open. This time, rotate your hands back towards your face. And then exhale, pull in. Inhale, heart forward. Inner thighs back. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, lift the heart forward. Exhale, pull in. And then walking your hands around in circles. Any sort of action that seems to feel appropriate there, do those. And then bring it back to center. Find your hand placement for your down dog. Curl your toes under and lift your hips up to the sky. And pedal out the legs a little bit if you need to. Whatever seems appropriate. Nice, and then inhale here. Press the breath out, finish out, and exhale. And then step forward or float towards the front of the mat. Lift chin up off your chest. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rising up to the top. And exhale, arms to the sides. Samasthiti. Surya Namaskar. Inhale, the arms come up. Press the palms, make your legs strong. Exhale, fold forward. Hands down. Inhale, unroll the spine. Lean weight forward into the hands. Exhale, step back or float back. Little push-up pose or knees down, chin down, chest down. Inhale, roll the heart open. Exhale, lift your hips to the sky. And then breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the end of your exhale here, look forward in between your thumbs. Bend your knees, float or step to the front. Inhale, lift chin up off the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, arms to the side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, lift chin from your chest. Press your hands into the floor. Float or step, chaturanga. Up dog, look off the tip of the nose. Down dog, hips to the sky. Lift up your left leg here, and then open it up to the side of the room, and then roll the hip out. Generous rolling of the hip. Give it maybe 3 directions one way, and then 3 the other side. Switch out your legs. Right leg up, roll it out. Switch directions. And then release. Feet down on the floor. Take your deep breath. Inhale. Press the breath out. Bend the knees. Step forward or float to the front. Inhale. Lift your chin up off the chest. Exhale. Fold deeply forward. Inhale. Rise up to the top. Exhale. Arms to the side. Samastiti. Arms up. Inhale. And exhale. Folding. Hands down. Inhale. Get used to leaning weight into the hands and bending the elbows. Exhale, float or step back. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. And so 3 opportunities just to jump up towards a handstand splits. In other words, one leg stays out in front, not really working handstand, just thinking about it. It's almost like we're just entertaining the notion. Give it maybe 2 or 3 goes at it. Maybe at the top you hold for a moment. It's not that important. We'll give it a go. And then after 3, switch sides. Right leg might come up if it wasn't the first time. 3 times. 2. And then 3. Release it down, down dog. 1 breath. Inhale. Finish out the exhale. Look forward. Step or float to the front. Lift chin from chest. Inhale. Exhale, fold deep. Rise up to the top. Inhale. Exhale, arms to the side. Samastiti. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift chin up off your chest. Press your hands against the floor. Float back or step. Chaturanga. Up dog. And then down dog. And then some kind of handstand tuck kind of jump. So we're just coming back right where we're at towards down dog. Not so much trying to float, but thinking about that tuck. So jump up and then release back. Jump up and release back. Maybe one more. Jump up and release back. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees, look forward, float forward or step to the front. Lift your chin up off your chest as you exhale, forward fold. Rise up on inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms to the side. Again, arms up, inhale. Exhale, folding. Lift chin up off the chest. Exhale, low push-up pose. Chaturanga. Up dog, expanding. Down dog, hips to the sky. So any other freestyle movements you need, maybe hand like a stag handstand. So one knee up into the chest, you push up there. Give it a time or 2. Hugging, and switching out your legs. Left side maybe, squeezing. Whatever seems to float your boat here. Release into your down dog. And from your down dog, take a deep breath here. Inhale. Finish out your exhale. Look forward. Float or step to the front. Lift your chin up off your chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to the top. Reach to the sky. Exhale, arms to the side. Samastiti. Utkatasana. Set deep. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands down. Inhale, lift chin up off chest. Shift weight forward to your hands. And chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Lift up your left leg. We're going to float to right leg crescent lunge. So bend the right leg, float up. Place the right foot on the floor. Inhale, arms come up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Shift weight forward into the right foot. Lift up, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog. Down dog. Right leg comes up this time, jumping off the right leg or the left leg and landing on the left leg. Look in between the thumbs. Lift up. And crescent lunge. Arms up. Exhale, hands down, shift forward. So bringing your right leg up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, land with the left leg. Up dog, down dog. So that's like the basic blueprint for our Sun Series B. Obviously, we'll add to it some. Take one more full breath. Finish out the exhale. Look forward, float or step to the front. Inhale, lift chin. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, arms up. Exhale, Samastihiti. So we're going to do 4 more of those. We'll add to it some, but make sure that you feel, give yourself permission to feel awkward, to feel a little kind of uncoordinated. It's perfectly fine. You're probably at home by yourself. It's the best time to feel awkward and uncoordinated. So let it go. Just work on the skillfulness of it, right? All right, Utkatasana. Arms reach up. Exhale, fold, hands down. Inhale, lift your chin up off the chest. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog, inhale, look at the nose. Down dog, exhale, hips to the sky. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Look forward, jump off the right leg, land on the right leg. So lifting up, place the foot. Inhale, crescent. Exhale the hands down to the floor. Lift up, inhale, bend the elbows. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right leg automatically comes up. Look forward, lift up. Place the left foot. Right foot down, arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands down, lift up. Land with the left leg. Up dog, down dog. Hips to the sky. Breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish out this exhale. Look forward, float or step to the front. Inhale, lift chin up off chest. Exhale, fold, press into the floor. Utkatasana, arms up, reach to the sky. Exhale, Samastihiti. Again, inhaling, arms come up. Exhale, fold, hands down to the floor. Inhale, look forward, lean weight into the hands. Throats long. Exhale, Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left leg comes up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, right leg lands. Arms come up. Inhale, crescent. Reaching. Hands down. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right leg comes up. Look forward. Lift up. Crescent, arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands down, lift up, and Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Couple of breaths here. One more inhale. Finish your exhale. Look forward, float or step. Inhale, lift chin for chest. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, arms up, inhale. Exhale, Samastihiti. Throw a crow pose in here. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, fold, hands down. Bend your knees, squeeze your shoulders. Inhale, lift up, look forward. Holding, 1, 2. And at the end of the third breath, Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right leg crescent lunge, left leg up. Inhale, pull the knee in. Exhale, arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands down, back leg comes up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, Chaturanga to up dog to down dog. Left leg floating forward, right leg up. Inhale, place the foot. Arms up, inhale, exhale, hands down, inhale, lift up, exhale, Chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. 1, about 3 breaths here, 2, 1 more. Finish your exhale, Step forward or float to the front. Inhale, lift your chin up off your chest. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, arms up, inhale. Exhale, Samastihiti. One more. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Crow pose, lift up. Inhale, 1, 2, and then 3. Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. This time you can switch legs at the top instead of going through a full vinyasa. So look in between your thumbs. Right leg, lift up. Inhale, pause. Release the foot down. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands down. So you can go through your full vinyasa as you choose, or lift up, inhaling. Give it 2 or 3 goes. And then maybe switch out your legs. Left foot comes down to the floor. Crescent lunge, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Shift weight forward. Lift up, inhale. And then exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Sometimes it fares better than other times. 3, 4, and then 5. Look forward, bend the knees, walk your hands back to your feet. Grab your big toes, peace sign fingers and thumbs. Inhale, lift the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift your heart forward. Exhale, hands underneath, fingertips point back. So it's a wrist stretch here. Press your toes into your thumb, into the mound of the thumb, and then fold. Pulling, length into the body. Gaze off the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, look up, and exhale, release. Walk the hands forward. Deep breath, inhale. Exhaling, bending the knees, look forward, float forward to the front. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, weight to the heels, arms up, inhaling. Interlace your fingers, push through your palms. Draw the arms back behind the ears, lift your chin up off the chest, set deep. Press the tailbone down, pull the arms back, lift the heart up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Interlace your fingers behind you, ribs on thighs, lift the arms up. And then interlace the opposite, finger forward, reach forward. So our shifted weight forward, so our ribs are on our thighs. Lift the chin up, and at this time, pull the arms back behind your ears. 3, 4, 5. Hands down to the floor. Bakasana crane, pull the knees out, lift them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Chaturanga, up dog, and then down dog. From here, we're gonna float to our crow. So press into the floor, shift weight forward into the hands, bend the elbows slightly, look forward, float. Maybe you land it, maybe you give it 3 tries. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chaturanga to up dog, down dog. Lift your right leg up, inhale. Exhale, lunge. Let's come up into a crescent here. Arms come up, inhaling. 1, 2. Pull the left rib cage across. 3, 4, and then 5. Warrior 2. Open up into your warrior 2. 1. Inner thigh, reaching forward. Left inner thigh, pulling back. 4, and then 5. Straighten out your front leg. Inhale. As you exhale, triangle pose. Find your big toe or the inside. Push your front big toe mound into the floor. Back outer heel, look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look down to the floor. Bend your right leg. Inhale. Coming up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Look up to the sky. 1. Fire up the back foot. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look down. Inhale. Back up into Warrior 2. Exhale. Right hand to the outside. Left arm up and over. Extended. Side angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look down. Bring your left hand down to the floor. Right arm to the inside. Squeeze your shoulder with your knee. Kundalini Asana. B. Right leg forward. Left leg up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. From your down dog, forearm dolphin pose or forearm stand. Here's where the wall comes in. If you need the wall, use the wall. If you don't need the wall, don't. Press into the floor. Lift up if you're ready. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Back to downward facing dog. Left leg comes up, inhale. Step to your lunge as you exhale. Crescent, inhale. Arms come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Warrior 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press your front leg straight. Inhale. Exhale. Trikonasana. Right arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look down. Half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Warrior 2. Arms up, and then extended side angle. Left hand to the outside. Right arm up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Right hand down up onto your back toe. Squeeze your shoulder. Reach your left leg forward. Right leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Second set. Forearm stand or forearm dolphin. About 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Back to your down dog. Pause for a moment. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. Finish out your exhale. Look forward, step forward, or float to the front. Lift chin up off your chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, step your foot back so you're facing towards the screen. Then inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands come down to the floor. Inhale, lift the chin up. As you exhale, walk your hands back, head down to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift your heart forward. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, come up. Exhale. These are our resting poses. Inhale, here again. Middle, inner thighs rotating in. Exhale, fold. Lengthen the spine, let your head go. Gaze off the tip of the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Arms come out on the inhale. Interlace your fingers as you exhale. Lift the heart up. Exhale, fold forward. Drop the tops of the shoulders down. Look off the nose towards the sky. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands back to the waist. Inhale, lift the heart to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Grab your big toes. Peace sign, fingers, thumbs. Inhale, lift the heart forward. Exhale, pull head to the floor. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, look up, and exhale, hands back to your waist. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, step to the front. So from here, I want to take it to the wall, and we're going to do some split variations against the wall. Sometimes it's fun to do splits on the floor. So if you're familiar with the splits, you prefer the floor, do those. Otherwise, find down dog with your heels almost on so that they're pressing up against towards the wall. And then take your, let's do left foot first and press up the wall. To take it deeper, so keep your toes on the wall, try not to bring your knee to it. To deepen it, you walk your hands back. To lessen the load, bring your foot forward, bend your back leg. And so bent knees are fine here. If you're able, keep walking the toes higher and higher. Push your arms into the floor, pushing with great strength. Now pull left hip down, left inner thighs pulling away from the wall. Right heel pushes into the floor. 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, look forward, and then bringing your left foot back down to the floor. And then from there, take your right leg up. Again, lessen the load, step your left foot forward a little bit, bring it back if you can, push against the wall with your foot. So we're not just relaxing it against the wall, push against the wall, lifting through the heel, pushing your left heel down. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, releasing it down. Exhale, paddle out the legs a little bit. Find your mat if you've drifted away from it. Downward facing dog. From there, take a deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, look forward, step forward, or float forward and sit down. If you have your bricks available, they might be useful at this point. If you don't have them, you'll be fine. All right, legs out in front, Dandasana, staff posture. So bring your hands here, claw at the mat, bring your chin to your chest, lift the heart up. Now take ears back, listening. I used to think about this posture as if I was in the line at the movie theaters and I heard somebody say my name, and so I wouldn't look back because I want to know what they're saying, right? Because they might be poking fun or whatever. Who knows? Maybe they're, talking about a different bread. So I don't look back. I listen. Drop the chin down. Deep concentration. It's a crowded movie theater, right? So you have to pay attention to all of the sounds that are important and let all the other sounds go. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift your chin, reach forward out in front of your feet. So again, this time, try not to use your hands. That's old school, we use the hands here. But now a modern variation of this pose. Reaching out in front. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up, and exhale, release. Cross your ankles, plant your hands, take your vinyasa. If you'd like, lift up with your bricks, move through your flow. Up dog, down dog, float through, set down, legs out in front. Take your legs wide. Every time I kind of teach this practice, kind of loosely based on the kind of rocket series, I think, we shouldn't do that, and then I think, we have to do it, and then I realize that if I ever say I shouldn't do that, generally I always need to do it. Reach your arms forward, you can wiggle your tushy back a little bit if it's useful, and take and externally rotate your thighs a little bit. And from here, reaching the arms forward, claw at the floor, take your left elbow down towards your inner thigh, reach your right arm up and over towards the side. If you have the mobility, drop the shoulder, reach for the side of the foot. Right hip wants to come up, press it back down, spin into the pose. If you can grab with both hands, do. 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up, and exhale. Some of you are like, well, that's not so bad. I'm like, I haven't quite gotten there yet. Elbow drawn to the inside. Reach your left arm up and over. Maybe shoulder, side of the foot. Press your left hip down. Spin the heart open. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come back up. So now, the part we've delayed, use your bricks if you need to. If you don't need to, I recommend not. Lean forward, eye of the tiger. Keep it real. Lean forward, look at your toes. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Ah, now you know. Turn towards the other side. Lean into it. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Vinyasa. Cross your ankles. Make your flow. Up dog. Down dog. Seated. Float forward. Set down. Legs out in front. Janu Shirshasana. Right knees drawn in. Open it up to the side. Reach forward. Again, you don't need to touch your foot. Reach out in front. 1. Use your core muscles. Right ribs pull across. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. As you exhale, bring your right shin, the feet into this 90 degree angle kind of form here. And then from here, you can keep your hands on the floor if you need to. You can also grab opposite elbows. You can bring your hands back or forward. Push your shin bone down into the floor and lean forward. So we want to keep pushing knees down, shin bones down, and hug and hold. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up, and then rotate your feet towards the opposite orientation. Push your shin bone down, knee down, reach out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then from there, take your right leg out in front, Janu Shirshasana. Same posture, heel in. Try not to touch your front foot. Reaching. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up. Same 90 degree orientation, but this time rotate towards the middle and keep rotating towards the other side. Again, a couple of times, both sides. I'm really stiff in the hips, and so this is super hard for me and super good for me. So one more time to both sides. Finding your way towards the front of the mat. Excuse me. Cross your ankles, plant your hands, find your flow. Lift up, step back or float. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog, down dog. Take your right leg up to the sky here. Inhale, open the hip to the side. And then flip your dog if you'd like. Bend the knee, drop it back. Push into the floor, left arm, shoulder blade spins. Under the body, reaching out. So push into the floor. Shoulder blade spins in, reaching body long. 3, 4, and then 5. Bring your right hand down to the floor. Lift your right leg way up. As you exhale, Brigitasana. Thread it through to the other side. Push way out in front. And then reach your body long. Push into the floor with your feet, but pull back with your hamstrings. 3, 4, 5. Bring your hand down to the floor. Lift your right leg up again. Inhale. This time, as you exhale, float your right leg through. Left heel beside you. Tiranga Mukha Kapata Paschimottanasana. So look forward. Right leg forward. Left heel back. Inhale. Heart expands. Exhale. Reach for your front foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up. Lift the right leg. As you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog, down dog. Left leg comes up. Inhale, open up to the side. Drop it back, flip dog. Right shoulder blade spins under. Left arm opens. 1, 2, pulling. 3 with your hamstrings. 4, and then 5. Look down. Left hand down. Lift the left leg high. Bring it in. Thread it through. Push out. And then pulling. Pulling with your hamstrings back of the legs and reaching. Tailbone long. 3, 4, and then 5. Right hand down. Lift your left leg way up to the sky. And then look forward. Right foot's going to stay back. Left foot forward. Float through. Left leg out in front. Right heel back. Inhale. Reach for your front foot. Maybe you grab a wrist this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up, lift the leg. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. And then release, knees down to the floor. All right, so here's going to be our, we'll call it our primary peak posture flow set, kind of a flow set. All right, and so what we're going to do is we've kind of opened the hips. We've done a lot of that kind of preceding work. We're working on taking Kundalini out of tripod headstand. And so it might seem like a lot. It might be a lot. And so that's perfectly fine. Work with where you're at. Try not to push yourself beyond what's appropriate for you and your time and your skill level right now. Remember, yoga is not about accomplishing the postures. It's about progressing the practice. Okay? And so we'll take tripod headstand. My preferred way of entering tripod headstand is from downward facing dog. So I'll reorientate myself here a little bit. And when we take it from downward facing dog, what happens is it helps us to shift our spine so that our neck is nice and long. So generally, if we bring our head down to the floor and we come here, it's super easy to crowd the back of the neck with the shoulders. We want to feel this action of lengthening. So if I'm in down dog, which you don't necessarily have to be, but you come forward into your plank pose, you bend your elbows, and then you draw in. Here, not so good. Here, good. Pulling with your legs. Legs come up. All right, and so try to bring them up. If you're at a place where tripod is still kind of a foreign posture for you, as you work on it, I recommend this is your pose. Head down on the floor. I'll do it the way that I recommend. So bring it forward, and then from here, head down, top of the head, walk your feet forward, pull one leg up into your chest and hold. Maybe both legs up into chest and hold. Try to keep your spine long, and then chaturanga. That can be your vinyasa, right? So the floating back from the tuck is perfectly allowable. It's a good way to work with the pose. If you're working on the next level from the full tripod, we'll bring the head down to the floor. Same thing, shift it forward. Muscular engagement. Bend the elbows, head comes down. Slide your feet forward, lift your legs up. And then from there, halfway down, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog, right? Now, so the peak posture or sequence we'll work on here is to take it from tripod headstand. All right, and so we kind of do the similar action. We have to get our legs up for the tripod, and then as we come down, we extend one leg forward. If we come back up, maybe we extend the other leg back. It's a monster series. We don't have to necessarily think about doing it all the first time we've ever attempted it. We just need to start to find progression, right? So from the down dog, lifting the hips up. Inhale, come forward into your plank pose. Bring your head down to the floor, and then inhale, lift the legs up. As you exhale, bend the right knee, hug it back, start to extend the leg, and then float it forward. And then from there, chaturanga to up dog and down dog. And so the back foot might land a little bit. That's not a big deal. Give it a go. See what happens. What needs to occur in order to keep the back leg up is the inner thigh needs to lift up. And so we want to make sure that we don't drop that hip down, because as the hip comes down, the whole leg comes down. And so I'll show one more time. And so we come forward, The head comes down. I walk my toes because my mat keeps sliding. Otherwise, lifting hips up to the sky, legs up, bend the right knee, bring it towards the outside of the shoulder. Keep your left inner thigh lifted and extend. And then maybe chaturanga, or if you have the wherewithal, bring your head back down. So give it a couple of tries, both sides, maybe one try on both sides, maybe two tries on both sides. Think about the vinyasa in between. Maybe just sit back and think about it, mentally processing it. But make sure you do both sides. All right, I'm gonna do it one time on the left. My left side's the stiff side, so I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna be okay with it one way or the other. So inhale, come forward, and then I exhale, the head comes down, lifting it up, and then left knee into the armpit, extend the leg, and reach out, and chaturanga, right? And so give it a go, see what happens. I'll give you a couple of moments, maybe 2 minutes. Couple of breaths. All right, I'll do one more time. Legs come up, bend the knee, reaching out, and chaturanga. Up dog, and then down dog. Let's take a child's pose. Child's pose, one of the best postures. Inhale up into tabletop, exhale, down dog, just a transition posture here. Float through and set down, or knees down, cross your ankles and set down. And then bending the knees and slowly lay down on your back. And then from here, let's go ahead and windshield wiper the legs a time or two, just finding some movement. A couple times both sides. And then from here, we'll take our legs up towards the sky and bend your knees. I think we did this last week. It's good for digestion, one of the reasons why I like it. It's also good for core strength. Again, another reason why I like it. Prefer postures that I think are about one thing and they're really about core strength. Right, so it's a good way to mystify myself. So bend the knees and then inhale. As you exhale, draw the knees towards 2 inches. The right knee wants to come back, so knees over to the left. Right knee wants to hug back, so squeeze the knees to stack. Look over your side. Use your left hand, push your shoulder down. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look up, inhale, bring the legs up. Exhale to 2 inches on the other side. Press your right hand down. Look over your left shoulder. 1, 2, 3. Keep them floated. 4, and then 5. Bring them up. Inhale. Exhale. Again, 2 inches for a breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Slowly let the knees come down, but keep them stacking. Keep stacking them. Look over the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale to the other side. Pause for that one breath. Left knee wants to kick back, so push out. Inhale, exhale, knee and ankle down. Use your right hand, push, left shoulder down. 3, 4, and then 5. Look up, inhale, come back up to the top. Now we'll work towards straight legs here. We're going to work towards the left side, but we're going to take our right foot, strong right leg, open it up to the one side, and then as the left leg comes down towards the left side, the right leg will slowly follow until your heels are stacked. So you have to push out through your right hip in order to draw them down. Look over the right. Left hand still pushes left shoulder down. So your right hip wants to drift back. Push through your heel. Make them stacked. Make them strong. Quadriceps engaged. 3, 4, and 5. Look up with your gaze. Take your right leg only up towards the top, and then let the left foot follow as you switch over to the other side. Now, left heel Pushes out from the hip to stack the heels, big toes. Push your right hand down, look over your left shoulder. 1, 2. If you imagine, this is not that different than when we started our first little twist when we were seated. So push back through the sitting bones and twist. And then look up, take your left leg, reach it up, and then switching over to the other side. But this time, left hand is going to grab the outside of your left foot so that you can pull it up towards your shoulder. As your left foot comes down, right foot will join out to the outside and then twist open. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then this time a little bit different. Roll over onto your left shoulder and then grab with your other hand your right foot. Then lift up your right foot with your right hand and roll over to the other side. Left foot follows, heels stack. Left arm reaches back, look over the shoulder. So the heels want to separate, push out. Feel the rib cage spin open. 3, 4, 5. Left hand grabs outside of the left foot. Pull the foot back up towards the top of the head as you roll over to the other side. And let's roll it back over, just kind of playful movements. And maybe bending your knees, happy baby pose. You can do figure eights, whatever feels happy. Happy baby pose. Ananda Balasana. And then maybe you find yourself in the center. Maybe your legs straighten, spine lengthens. And then maybe you take a wide-legged plow pose, toes towards the floor. Push into the floor, lift your hips up, maybe finding a little bit of a shimmy. Bring your hips down to the floor, release your legs up, bend your knees, heels to the floor, lift your hips up. So we're not really working the bridge pose here, we're just working on finding some shimmy in the hips and the sacrum. So we want to find some space in our lower back. Bring your hips down to the floor, Supta Baddha Konasana, heel toe your feet together if they'll go. If that's super uncomfortable for you, knees together, heels out for constructive rest. And then from there, bring your feet back to center, heel toe them in. And then extend the legs long out in front. I'll take Shavasana. One good practice is always to think in terms of starting your practice with your breath, and then at the same time finishing your practice with your breath. And then, you're doing really, really good when you start with your breath. You continue paying attention to the breath through the duration of the practice, and then as you finish the practice, you're still paying attention to the breath. You can do that even if your postures aren't magnificent, even if they're scrappier poses. That's fine. You're still, if your concentration on your breath is complete, you're still a master yogi. Recommend that you stay here if you have the time to do so. So I'm super grateful for having you practice with me this afternoon, this evening. I'm super grateful for YogaPod for putting this all together. I always consider it such an honor. And I bow to you. Namaste.